Hey, what's up, guys? It's Ian for a quick vault video. Two quick things. I did not do everybody this week. I was doing some RPGs, like I mentioned in a previous video, that I was going to work on the mount, and I did. I didn't get it yet, but I did work on it. 30% of the way, 40% of the way, maybe. So I did a lot of RPGs this week, so I didn't quite get to everyone, but I still got a good amount. And then, yes, I do know it's Wednesday. Yesterday was the patch day. My game was a little laggy. It was just a lot of the newer mounts that came out were not in the game yet and are still not in the game. So I was kind of hoping they'd be in today. Maybe they just missed them, but I guess they'll be in at a later date. Specifically, they added a mount reward for every Dragonflight zone wide achievement. So like a Waking Shore, whatever, the Onaran Plains, Thaldrazis. So there's like 4 or 5 new mounts for that specifically. Oh, I was still farming this stupid mount and I still do not have it. It's not up since my mouse is not a gear, but I did do LFR. Yeah. But yeah, those mounts, even if you have the achievement and even if it says you have the mount, it's not in your spellbook, and it's not, I can't find it if I do like the manual, is cast or summon whatever and then type the name. So it's very strange. But a couple of the new mounts are in the game, and I did get those. I'll show at the end. That's super cool. Very excited. They added a lot of new stuff. I did also play a couple Plunder Storms yesterday. Again, it was a little laggy. Garbaggio. Oh, I don't have this Mog. Oh, it's not bad. It's not a bad Mog. I think I'll take that instead of some coins, actually. Yeah, I'll take that. But yeah, it's pretty fun. I mean, I don't know how much I'll play it. I'll obviously, I guess, play it a bunch for the rewards for the battle pass. I guess technically it's not a battle pass, it's free, but it's basically a battle pass. But yeah, I'll at least do it for that. I do think it is a good thing to add more ways to play, add more, experiment with more things, and I think it could be a good thing going forward if it gets a positive reception. Maybe they could tweak it in the future or add different modes, or add, I guess, I don't know if anyone's, I'd assume most of you have played it by now, considering it's a hot new thing. But yeah, it's basically like none of the abilities are really WoW abilities, which is kind of interesting. They're all like fairly unique abilities. So maybe they could reiterate it with WoW abilities, and okay, cool, garbage. And you can only do solos or duos, so maybe they could reiterate it with trios or 5s or 4s, or who knows. Because I mean, dungeon content is 5, so if you have a consistent dungeon group, you would think, hey, let's all 5 go play this other game mode together too, but you kind of can't right now. Or if you have a raid, I mean, I don't think they'd ever make it a 20-person team, but if you have a mythic raiding guild, that's a lot more than just solos and duos. So I'd be curious to see if they're going to expand the team sizes, or Fortnite has a game mode where it's like zone control, I think it's called, and the map is just split into 4 teams, and you just get each get a corner of the map. So maybe they could do something like that. Maybe you could have teams of 10 or 20 and just have 4 giant teams, like a kind of like a hectic team deathmatch would be kind of cool. Or even just like an epic battleground, you just split in half, 40 versus 40 or something, would be kind of chaos and fun. But it's pretty cool. Like I said, I'm not going to say it's super addicting personally. Like I didn't sit at work today thinking like I can't wait to go home and play it, but I'm definitely gonna keep playing it, and it's not bad. You know, I did enjoy the few matches I did play, even though I sucked and it was a little laggy. But you know, with time, I think that'll obviously get better, and I'll get better, and I'll learn kind of what the meta is for what skills are good and what skills are trash, or maybe the position, how to better position and stuff like that. So I'm excited. I think it'll be good. I think it's good overall for them to experiment. And if you do have constructive criticism or feedback, whether it's positive or negative, you know, I encourage you to go to the forums or go to Reddit or Twitter or wherever the devs are, and you know, make your voice heard. I do think that is good. If you have some input, why not contribute, you know? So yeah, that's that. But otherwise, yeah, they added a lot of new surprise achievements. I got a good amount of them, and I got like 200 achievements yesterday. Ooh, a weapon. I'm gonna have well, I guess I'll take it, because I don't have one-handers. I think I just have a staff. Staff. Yeah, I don't have one-handers, so yeah, I'll take that. Although I think Windwalker, a lot of Windwalkers I see still use two-handers. So maybe it's not, maybe I'm splitting hairs, but I don't want to just take all coins all the time. I want to at least have some fun and fool around. And plus this is a 476 weapon, and this is a 463 weapon, so it is also just higher top end. So now we'll get to see one of the very rare PvP boxes. Yes, look at this. This season's set was also beautiful. It's gorgeous. God, it's so sick. I'm still not 100% on the weapon. I was looking a lot. It's actually pretty hard to find something to match this kind of charcoal with this orange, because as you can see, this is a bit more of a silver as opposed to this charcoal, and this red is a little more orange, and this is a little more yellow, so it doesn't quite fit perfectly, but it's very hard to find something that does. But otherwise, the set is gorgeous. Very happy about that. I just need them out. And maybe I'll even grind a little bit extra, because I think I am. It keeps your progress for the extra. If you're not familiar, once you get the seasonal mount, the bar resets and you'll work just towards a vicious saddle, which you can turn in for past vicious mounts. And I think I'm like 60% towards a saddle. And the cool thing is it keeps your progress. So to illustrate that, I got to 60% on a saddle at some point. So once I hit 100% towards the mount and the bar resets, it won't reset from 0. It will reset from my previous saddle progress. So the bar after the seasonal mount, the first bar of the season is always the mount. So after that, and it resets, it'll automatically jump me to 60, kind of like bookmarking my old progress and picking up where I left off towards just the generic saddle token. So I am fairly close to a token for a vicious mount as well, so I might do that this season, because I am having fun, and you know, I get to be this bad boy. God, just look at him. So cool. He's so cool. Alright, so let's see. Let's see if I get a piece I could use. Most likely. Okay, yeah, I could use the Yeah, I think, yeah, I could use that. I don't know if, yeah, I won't use that. So definitely big upgrade there, big upgrade there. I think I'll take this because if I recall, the medallion is more expensive than the bracers in terms of conquest cost. So we'll take that. And you might say, holy shit, that's a huge upgrade, a green to a purple. It is in the I don't know what you call it, the world. It is, but as you can see in PvP, it's only a difference between 476 and 489, which is good. And that's, you know, I mean, 13 item levels is pretty huge. But don't think this is gonna. I'm not gonna notice this stat difference. I'm not gonna suddenly hit a lot harder. It's gonna be extremely minor. Especially on this, because it's literally just, 13 item level, and it's just main stat. I mean, I don't know. 50 intellect, 80 intellect or something. So, I'm not going to notice that at all. But an upgrade's an upgrade. I'm glad I got it. Glad I got something useful. That's nice. And then I think, yeah, I did... Yeah, I think I did everyone else again except for this DK, which I guess this is the spoiler here. No legendary again. I have to be getting close to the pity timer or the bad luck protection, whatever you want to call it. I have to be close at this point. I feel like, let me even just look it up. Let me pull up my armory. Let me pull up Merkel. Okay. Merkel doesn't work because of Angela Merkel, the German Prime Minister or whatever. Merkel Armory? Merkel WoW, okay. I guess I have to just go to the WoW Armory site and search for Merkel. Because stupid fucking... I guess that's what happens when you have a name like that. There I am. Okay. And I believe it counts your kills. Yeah, I have killed it Fyrak 10 times on Heroic. And I believe the axe is guaranteed at 15 now since they buffed it. So, oh Jesus, at worst, 5 more weeks at best. I usually run it on Thursday because I can stay up a little later because I work from home on Friday. So at best, I get it tomorrow. At worst, I get it in literally over a month. So fingers crossed for tomorrow. Knock on wood, all that good stuff. Ooh, decent belt. Crit haste or crit mastery. Nah, I'm gonna keep the mastery belt. I think mastery is a lot better for Havoc. That belt might be better for Vengeance, but I only do Vengeance for quicker queues into a dungeon. And they did add the glyphs. I didn't buy it yet, but I'll probably buy it for this one. They added the glyphs to return it to the Shadowlands appearance if you choose. Because I don't really... Someone mentioned it in the... I don't remember if I saw it in Trade Chat or on Reddit or something. They mentioned that Elysian Decree, the new version, just kind of looks like a... They just like dragged and zoomed the freaking Sigil of Flame to just be bigger. And I kind of agree. It looks kind of... I don't know. I kind of like the old one, how it looked all like arcane and high def. The new one just looks like green poop, let's be honest. Just looks like a green poop on the ground. Plus there's already so much green bullshit when you're playing. It's nice to have something that looks, you know, clean and arcane-y and energy, ethereal, or whatever, however you want to describe it. yeah, I did another enhance. Still enjoying enhance. Yeah, I guess I'll still loot enhance too. Why not? Let's see here. Okay, a weapon. I'll take it. I'll take it to replace my other weapon until I get... Oh, I might just give up. I might just give up on getting dual of these. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. It would be cool. But the damage, the proc is really honestly not that impressive. I don't think doubling up on it would really be that impactful. The stats are nice. I mean, haste verse, but I just got one that's haste verse, so higher item level cap, so I'll probably just... I don't want to say I'll stop here, but I'll probably just stop here. And then maybe I'll switch back to looting as Ellie. Just to get a higher Ellie weapon and maybe a better Ellie trinket. Because I still use this. This is good. The branch is good for Ellie. In this, I've said it before, it's not as bad as it seems, or it's not as bad as, in my opinion, as people rank it. It usually actually does end up doing 6% of my damage for a whole dungeon. But there are probably better options I could get. So maybe I will switch back to Ellie and just fully complete my gear. My hunter also, I did not get the bow from Rise, so that's still on my to-do list. Otherwise, my survival set is fairly complete. I just need that damn bow and possibly, you know, I'm kind of splitting hairs here, possibly the Everbloom mastery trinket with the orbs. That does really well for beast mastery. So it's a little bit a lower cooldown than the mirror, so. But yeah, I guess I could get this at the hero track, but that's really all I need is just the weapons on the hero track, honestly. But we're gonna loot as beast mastery just in case, because I do want that bow. My beast mastery set is really good, but my bow is just low item level. I literally have this trinket on this character. Oh my god. It's literally right there, same exact thing, 473, 473. Yeah, go fuck yourself. Alright. Alright, so that's how it's gonna be this week. Okay, alright. Alright, guy. Alright, dude. Whatever, dude. Yeah, this is my poo-poo beast mastery weapon. I haven't even upgraded it. It's just a 463. Not even really the good stats. It's not even like the second or third best weapon, really. It's pretty bad. So that's why I'm still looting as BM. And lastly, my mage. I still do need those 3 slots that I've needed for the last 5 or 6 weeks. I believe it's belt bracer and boots. Maybe belt bracer and cape. Maybe belt ring cape. I believe I actually need, 3 or 4 pieces on my mage still. Oh shit, spoiler. Alright, we'll do a little spoiler on the way, but this is one of the mounts you get. It is technically a retroactive mount for a Shadowlands achievement. It is the Shadowlands Gladiator mount without the armor, which I didn't realize how skinny this mount was. Look how bony and skinny he is. I guess the armor plays a lot more of a factor than I thought. Because it looks almost like, look how skinny that is. Holy shit. He's just... I mean, I guess at its core, it is just a skeleton. But yeah, it's just so skinny. I still think it's awesome. I still love this mount. And I during Shadowlands, I was like seriously about to pull the trigger on on paying gold for a glad carry. I know. Deplorable. Disgusting. I would buy a boost with gold. I would never risk my account with gold. But yeah, I loved this model that much to where I actually considered and did the math and looked at my paycheck and looked at the price of a token and was like, is this financially viable? Am I just a giant loser? Is it ethical to buy a PvP carry of that caliber? 1600, 1800 carry, who cares, whatever. It takes 20 minutes. Well, I mean, not really, but that's an exaggeration. But all right, not anything good. And just I need better bracers, better belt, and rings, and a ring. Okay. But yeah, it was just, it was something I was considering, I'll admit. I don't necessarily think boosting is bad for the community. I honestly think it's good for the community. But only I guess kind of where it is now. I mean, there is like the chat spam, but now that you can kind of filter that, you can just not subscribe to the trade services channel and not see any of it. You can just, I mean, as long as you're paying gold, I don't see a problem with that. I don't see a problem paying in-game currency for in-game services, which is Blizzard's rule. As long as it's like for like, it's okay. As long as it's in-game money for in-game product, it's fine. So I agree with them. I don't think there's anything wrong with that, and I do think it is good for the game. It encourages high-level players to keep playing. It gives low-level players a way to not feel left out. I know that might sound ridiculous, but if you're, if you really love the game, but you're just like, I don't have the time, or I don't have the ability, or I just don't, I don't know, you're just like super, some people are just super nervous, like joining groups, and they get like, I don't know, social anxiety on the internet. But hey, you can just message some guy and pay $50K to have you run a plus 15, or you can pay $100K and get your ahead of the curve mount, so then you're not FOMO'd, or you're not feeling like they're making all these cool rewards that you just impossible to get. And then for people like me, I mean, I'm not ashamed to admit it, but like no, not that one. Like this one, I did not raid for Sepulchre. So this would have been literally impossible for me to get. I would have to go farm it with a group for the 1% drop chance, but because boosting exists, I just, I paid a guild 2 million gold and I got them out. Did I harm anyone in doing so? No. I mean, that guild kept playing because they were doing sales. If they did not sell me this mount, that would be 20 players who are no longer playing the game. And I like the game, I enjoy it, so I don't think anyone should advocate for a group or a guild to kind of shut down between patches, because that just takes people out of the LFG queues. That's 20 people not doing BGs. That's 20 people not interacting with the auction house with crafting. That's 20 people not running keys. I mean, it's just, and you multiply that over X amount of servers, over X amount of people, out of raid nights, over X amount of whatever. If you didn't have boosting, I feel like you would see a noticeable drop off in the community numbers after the midway of a patch, because all the hardcore people who do get these mythic mounts would say, all right, we got it, see you guys in 3 to 6 months when the new patch comes out. Or the PvP players, they'd say, okay, got my friends together, we pushed Glad, we got our gladiator mounts, we got our titles, all right, see you guys next season. And then they would be gone too. And then I don't really think that's healthy for the game to lose all of the good players and knowledgeable players from the player pool and just to shrink the player pool. And again, I also do think the accessibility aspect, while it is, I guess, technically paywalled, whether it's through gold or through WoW tokens and real money, it is a way for the... Oh, here's one with the armor. Yeah, it just... The armor makes it look a lot more full, a lot more complete, I guess you could say. I just didn't realize it would be so skinny. It's crazy. I guess here you can kind of see it is actually super skinny. But from head on, it just shrinks the profile by so much. Yeah. But yeah, I do also, I really want this mount. I don't mythic raid. I'll have to buy it. Because I don't want to farm it on 50 characters for 2 years straight to get the 1% drop chance at the next expansion. So I'm just gonna buy it with, do some crafting, get some gold, and then make up the rest with WoW tokens, because I recognize I am fortunate enough to where I can afford to buy 1 or 2 WoW tokens a paycheck, and it's not a huge deal. I realize that some people don't have that luxury, and that is unfortunate. I wish it was more accessible, and I wish your economic situation improves. But at the same time, like I said, if you're an older guy and you have a family and you have a super stressful job and you are in love with this mount, or you want to do a plus 20 and you want to see what it's like and you've never been able to do it before, you can buy it with gold, and I think that is a good thing. I do. I know that might be controversial. I don't mean anything ill with that. I haven't seen, I believe the pros outweigh the cons. I mean, I'm sure there are some cons, obviously, botting and the super annoying spam and potentially scammers, but honestly, I've never encountered a scammer. The last time I saw a scammer was in Wrath of the Lich King, and that was just a ninja looter. I've never actually experienced a scammer in terms of gold or a carry or anything like that, so I can't really speak to that. Maybe I've just been lucky. But I'm not saying it's impossible for there to be downsides of boosting. But I do think it is a net good. But yeah, so that's my little spiel. Sorry to go on a huge rant about that on a soapbox, but it is something I find interesting, and it is usually fairly controversial when I see it come up in the forum, so I do like to kind of speak my mind about it. And I did get, I believe it was one other mount. Like I said, a lot of them aren't in yet, and a lot of these achievements are kind of new, or parts of them are new. I added them to my tracker. Like this is part of one of these. This is a new mount. It's a dog mount. You can see, I think, so, and a lot of these kind of overlap. Like this, you know how to reach me is this one right here that I already have. So some of them do overlap. And then this one, the meta gets you a mount, and then each individual one gets you a mount. But these mounts from this chain of achievements, this is not in the game yet, and these 5 are not in the game yet. It's very strange. Even if you have this achievement completed, and even if it says reward, green reward, you have it. It's not in your mount journal. It's very strange. And then this one, they added a mount to. But again, this one, it's like a meta of metas of metas. Like, look how many times I just clicked through this one achievement. 1 achievement, 2 achievements, 3 achievements, 4 achievements. Times those 4 little squares. So this one missing piece I have is really 16 achievements. So a lot of work ahead. But that's good. I kind of like monotonous, grindy things. So I'm actually looking forward to it, believe it or not. And these all give numbers. We all like it when number goes up. I like number go up. So that'll be a little dopamine hit as well. And I get to fly around this cool new mount I've been fawning over in all of Shadowlands, even though it's not as... Oh, he left. Even though it's not quite as regal and buff as the Gladiator one. It's kind of like his... higher metabolism brother or something. Or his marathon running brother, so he's kind of a little bit skinny. But yeah, I love it. Oh, the mount special is surprisingly, it's just a Drake mount special. Just does the classic Drake thing. I found that kind of weird. But I guess it is, if you think about it, it is kind of just the Drake model, or the Drake skeleton reskinned a bit. But yeah, pretty cool. It is from, I guess I'll say it real quick while we're just... It's from Back from the Beyond. So this is like the meta, the super meta of Shadowlands. And the World Awoken is like the super meta of Dragonflight. So, honestly don't remember this being that much of a pain in the ass, so have fun. I don't remember it being that bad. But don't quote me on that. Maybe it does suck. I don't know. I haven't really found many achievements that are that egregious. But again, I do have a very high tolerance for grindy bullshit. So keep that in mind. Well, I think I've ranted enough. I went on a huge tangent. And then I over-explained this mount for 20 minutes. But yeah. Sorry I was late. Sorry I didn't get to all my characters. I hope to have my PvP mount soon. We're at 1/3 of the way there, essentially. Hope to have that soon. Hope to complete some of these others for the other mounts, and hopefully they add them soon. Hope to grind out some levels in Plunder Storm. There are a couple mounts in that reward track as well. So yeah, a lot to do this spring. Looking forward to it. I'm having fun. I hope you are. As always, good luck. Enjoy the game. Stay happy and healthy and all that good stuff. And yeah, all right. I'll shut up. Thanks, guys. Bye.